Busch is black flagged with 52 laps to go when the team put a piece of tape on the grille instead of the brake duct 200 laps before. TJ.
Spot on. It was pretty obvious that it was up there.
Not that obvious. If it took 222 laps to see it.
I thought they put it on under a stop.
It was also bright green.
I thought they put it on under a pit stop.
222 laps later, they got black flags.
They did on lap 126. That's when they did it. And then 200-plus laps later, they got a penalty. How do you feel about that time lapse? Is that all right?
I mean,
he's running illegal for 200 laps.
It's ridiculous is what it is.
You still can't let it go.
It changed the whole outcome of the race that he got to run illegally for 200 laps.
I think they also talked about that they considered taking it off, but then they're like, well, we're not going to get black flagged, so we'll just keep it on because of the delay. So another. Well,
you're talking about you're taking it off. It sounds easy enough, right? But when you're talking about a 9-second pit stop like they did have yesterday, it's tenths of a second for a guy to hang a tire and then go up there and pull that tape off, and that's could be the difference in position. So if you've gone 200 laps without getting a penalty, why would you ever think you're going to get one? And there's no reason to take it off.
There's got to be a rat that saw this
100%
from pit road or saw this on television and brought it to NASCAR's attention 200 laps later, and obviously when the official called it in, or however NASCAR was alerted. I don't think NASCAR all of a sudden woke up and went, oh, what's that bright piece of green tape on the front of that car? That's not supposed to be there. So I personally think there's a rat, and I think that somebody raised their hand and went and tattle-told. And
you?
And no, it wasn't me. The last thing I'm looking at is tape. But I think somebody went and tattle-tailed on the 018 ball, and they got in trouble. But the 200 laps of running illegally is what I'm most frustrated
222.
about. That's what I'm most frustrated about.
I don't understand. So listen, they put out a statement through Bob last night I saw where they took them 222 laps because they were doing their due diligence. And then I saw a quote in Jordan's Bianchi's article this morning that said that the answer they gave Ben, be sure the crew chief of the 18, was that they were checking to make sure that it was actually stuck on during the pit stop and not a piece of tape that got stuck to the grill on the racetrack. And what they need to do, I don't know if they have this ability, they should just put a camera in every pit box so that they can see whether or not guys stuck the tape on, because we actually have that. And I don't think it takes an hour and a half to look at the video and see if you stuck a piece of tape on or if it fell off. Well, it's just ridiculous. And it's ridiculous from a lot of fronts. We're now racing against a quote-unquote illegal car. How much it actually benefited them, I don't think at all. But also for Kyle Busch's sake.
The hell's wrong with you?
It's 100 or 222 laps of... They could have changed their entire strategy. If they get a penalty, okay, you pit at 126, you got the tape on there. Hey, no good. You know, even if it's 10, 20 laps, we're looking at it. We're going to make sure it's stuck on there from the pit stop, whatever. You give him a penalty by lap 150. He's got 250 laps to make this up through strategy, through whatever. Now you throw it out there on our last pit stop with 50 to go. Oh, by the way, you got to pit now. So now it's like, what in the hell is going on here? It's from all fronts. It's a joke. I don't understand. Literally, you're talking about 222 laps is essentially an hour and a half, maybe more of actual time. You know, what were you doing for an hour and a half? 100% I agree with Brett that somebody from pit road sent a text to the tower saying, or, you know, sends, a message to the tower through their pit official that, hey, did you look at the front of the 18 car? And, oh, yeah, look at that. Penalty to 18. You know, I don't understand how you can say you were taking an hour and a half to do due diligence on something that you could easily see from a pit road camera that we have now in every pit box to judge all these pit road penalties. So I don't buy it. I don't agree with it. It's just something that can't happen.